How's it? Indian Cowboy, docsports.com, connected on Thursday, October the 19th. Nice free pick winner yesterday on New Mexico State, getting it done. And I also gave you the Saints as well as a lean, and I'm about to give you another free play video today. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around 19 years. Doc Sports, 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections are over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are YouTube Premium Thoughts, where you get 3 extra thoughts every single day, all for just $20 a month. It is where you learn how to fish and how to look at ball games more in depth and how to look at algorithms more in depth. For just $20 a month, you get about 200 extra selections. Probably one of the best deals on the internet. And today on YouTube Premium, I have, I think, 10 to 15 ball games. So check it out. Our final best selections are free picks and leans, which is the daily video that you're watching right now. This video is jam-packed with 10, 15 selections as well. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as a link to how to get a free $60 with the premium selections. More content if you want it. It's on Twitter. Check out our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports as well. So what's going on in our neck of the woods? Well, we are 7-2 in baseball. We won yesterday again. A nice bounce back after the Arizona debacle. So we'll try to win today in baseball. Our football card is about to release. We went 4-1 last week, winning the 7 unit on the Vikings and the 6 unit on Kansas State. NBA starts in 5 days. I'll have an NBA future video out for you with 3 NBA futures. It'll be a separate video. Excited. So jump on NBA. Jump on our football card. Love our 7 unit NFL. Usually our 7 unit is our NFL and 6 unit is our college football. And we're going to try to go 4-1 again this week. And let it be football, baseball, NBA. I love the 2 NHL selections. We're going to have a winning season in NHL this year, I think. Fantastic 7-0 and 11-1 run in soccer. Soccer resumes soon. WNBA is over. And MMA starts back this week. So that's about it. So let's get to your free play selection today. And it's going to be on James Madison and Marshall under, and that game goes off at 7. I like the under 49. People like the over, but I like the under here. James Madison, by the way, is 6-0 right now. This team has covered 4 in a row. They beat Virginia by 1 point. They're a very good team. They should have beaten Virginia by more. I was on James Madison that game. They were 6.5 point chalk and fell short, but they did beat Virginia. Marshall won 26-12 in their last game, so James Madison really wants to win this game, obviously, because they have revenge. It is worrisome that James Madison comes off the biggest win of the year, 41-13 over Georgia Southern, which is why I think they're going to have a big letdown offensively. And the last 2 games they put up 41 and 48 points. So Marshall's all too well aware that they're going to have to step up on defense if they want any chance here. And I think that is why they're only a 3.5 point dog, because they will step up on defense. And the total is, it's very rare the total is sub 50 here, given that James Madison normally puts up 40-plus points, which means the only way Marshall hangs tough is through defense, which means that's why the line is 3.5, and therefore that's why we're taking the under, which is a gutsy call between James Madison and Marshall, under 49. I actually have this at 47. Jaguars Saints, you can think I'm nuts, but I still like the Saints here. I know the Jags are 4-2. I know the Saints are 3-3, and I know the Jags have revenge from losing to the Saints previously, but the Jags beat the Colts 37-20, and that's because Minshew threw 3 interceptions. But they were able to pass all over them. I watched that part of that game. They threw all over them. Minshew threw silly interceptions near the end. And they did beat Buffalo by 5, and they beat Atlanta by 16. I give them all that credit. That's fine. The Jags beat the Colts, as you know. But here's the thing. The Saints could easily be 4-1 themselves, right? And they come off that loss to Houston in a game where they actually outplayed Houston, but they just fell short. Saints had nearly 500 yards, 450, 500 yards of total offense in that game, and they just fell short. I think the Saints get it done home and here, frankly. Houston, Texas, in baseball, that is YouTube Premium. Eagles, Miami, that is YouTube Premium. By the way, I did a live show for YouTube Premium last night, which has like 15 thoughts, so check that out. Chargers, Chiefs. I still like the Chargers plus the points. Might make this my free play Sunday. I think the Chargers are 2-3. They are a desperate team. They need to win. Chargers only lost by 6 points the last 2 games they played. The Chargers have lost the last 3 games by a total of 6 to 9 points. I think the Chargers step up here. The last 2 times they played the Chiefs, I believe they lost by a total of 6 points. So it's a division rivalry. I think the Chiefs, I saw the Chiefs live at Minnesota, of course, and I think. Keep in mind, I think the Chiefs' offense is quite decent, but this is just such a much win for the Chargers. It's a decent public fade. So I'm going to go with the plus 5.5. Lean on the Chargers. Falcons, Bucks. I'm going to take a lean on the Falcons here. I know the Bucks are off a loss, but so are the Falcons. The Falcons had 400 yards of total offense last game, and they still fell short to Washington. They were down 7-17.5, which has to irritate the heck out of them. And they have a fantastic running game and a better defense, frankly, than the Bucks. And it's one of the biggest public fades on the board, 75% on Tampa Bay. And you have Howell, who threw for 3 touchdowns in his last game against Atlanta, which is kind of rare. And you have Ritter, who really struggled with 3 interceptions last game. I think the Falcons bounce back. Again, Eagles, Miami, YouTube Premium. Buffalo, New England, YouTube Premium. Washington, Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants for the upset here. Washington beat Atlanta 24-16. I got to be honest with you. I think the Giants the last couple of games have played really well. They played Buffalo really tight. They were up 6-0 at the half. They were actually Didn't give up a point to Buffalo until the fourth quarter. And I think the Giants are playing pretty fantastic. I don't trust Washington to win back-to-back games. Vegas, Chicago. I'm going to go with Vegas, though, even though they're a massive, massive public favorite. They're 3-3. They face a Chicago team that's 1-5. Vegas won last game 21-17 against the Patriots. They beat Green Bay. Vegas has lost 3 in a row prior to that. And I think at the end of the day, Chicago still has a QB situation that's all sorts of issues, and Vegas is 3-3. And I hate to take them as such a heavy public favorite, but the fact that Vegas played Pittsburgh and the Chargers tight, I think, means something. So small lean on Vegas. Arizona, Seattle, U2 premium. Niners, Minnesota, U2 premium. Pittsburgh, Rams. I think the Rams can, I like Pittsburgh, and I'm going to take the points. Steelers are 3-2. Rams are 3-3. Steelers, huge win over the Ravens, 17-10. They've had more time to think about this game because they had some extra rest. And they also beat a Browns team that had Watson playing. Everybody else that's beating the Browns now or facing the Browns now didn't face Watson, but the Steelers did. The Rams beat the Cardinals 26-9 to their credit. It's not an official selection, but I think Pittsburgh can hang tough here. They've had some time off as well, and these two teams haven't met since 2019, and the Steelers have a fantastic defense, and Stafford can be fickle as fickle can come. Niners, Minnesota, South Carolina, Missouri, that's U2 premium. Mississippi State, Arkansas, I like Arkansas there. Arkansas, by the way, has lost by 10 points to Ole Miss and Alabama combined, which is impressive. If you attack on the LSU game, they've lost by a total of 13 points to Alabama, Ole Miss, and LSU. I mean, you can't get more impressive than that. Mississippi State has struggled, of course, losing several in a row, but I think Arkansas finally busts out here and wins at home and wins big. Mississippi, Auburn, I like the under there. I think the only way Auburn hangs tough is through their defense. You have a 5-1 and 3-3 team here. And I think the question here is how bad does Lane want to beat up on Auburn? But then again, Auburn comes off getting throttled by LSU with 40-plus points. I respect the fact that Auburn is only a 6.5-point dog, which means they're going to have to play decent defense, which is the only way they're going to hang tough. And this is a team that held UGA to 27 points at home. So why can't they hold Ole Miss to somewhat in check? Like the under there. Army, LSU, U2 premium. Clemson, Miami, U2 premium. Pittsburgh, Wake Forest. I like Wake Forest here, and Pittsburgh shockingly beat 38-21, and then I think they turn around and I think they lay an egg against Wake Forest, who's lost 3 in a row here. Louisville was up 21-14 in that game, and they just let it slip. Pittsburgh came back miraculously, even though they had like 200 to 225 yards in total offense. Pittsburgh, I don't know if they deserved that game. I think more of Louisville choked it. I think Wake Forest steps up here. They played their heart out and lost to Clemson by 5. And, Virginia Tech game, they were actually doing pretty well before they ran out of gas near the end. So lean on Wake Forest. Duke, FSU, I like the under there. And Duke's only loss was to Notre Dame. In hindsight, was pretty impressive. FSU has been hammering teams, of course, but I think the only way Duke hangs tough is through their defense. Of course, their defensive coordinator, the former defensive coordinator of Texas A&M, is the head coach of Duke, and I like the under there. And I think FSU is going to get a little frustrated as Duke kind of holds on to the ball quite a bit here. I got to finish the video pretty quickly here, but do know that Virginia UNC is U2 premium, Penn State Ohio State is U2 premium, Air Force Navy is U2 premium. Your final thought here is I like the under between Utah and USC. USC lost to this team the last couple of years. They have not beaten them since 2020. They just gave up 45 points in their last game, and I think after giving up 40-plus points in back-to-back games, including to Notre Dame, I think USC finally steps up on defense here. USC has massive revenge from getting throttled by Utah last year, too. And remember, USC has given up 48 to Notre Dame, 41 to Arizona, 41 to Colorado. And I think finally USC busts out on defense a little bit here, and I think this game goes under. Very long video, I'm aware. Hope you guys are doing well. And I'll add tomorrow's content for baseball, football, hockey, and all that stuff, and NBA. I'll intertwine all of it in these videos daily. Hope you guys are doing well. YouTube Premium, your videos are already up. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy working hard for you every single day.